Okay. Today, I'm presenting my brand, Blue Line Performance, which is a modern hockey training and performance company. The idea behind this business is that it's not just a place to train, it's a full culture built around improving speed, skill, and overall hockey IQ. I wanted it to feel like something elite players would be drawn to, almost like a mix between a training facility and a lifestyle brand, and also a digital content platform. Starting with the overall design direction, my goal overall was to create something that immediately feels fast, intense, and at a high level. Everything about hockey is quick and aggressive, so I wanted the visuals to reflect that energy. At the same time, I kept it clean and modern so it looks professional and trustworthy. For the color palette, I chose a deep navy blue, ice white, and an electric blue. The deep navy represents trust, performance, and professionalism, which is important for a training brand. Ice white gives it that clean hockey feel, kind of like fresh ice at a rink, and it also helps with readability. I then used an electric blue as an accent color to represent speed and energy. You'll notice that the electric blue is used strategically to highlight important elements like keywords or parts of the logo, which helps guide the viewer's attention. Looking at my first design here, the logo design, I wanted something simple but instantly recognizable. The logo uses a stylized B that incorporates a hockey stick and the idea of the blue line. This directly connects to the sport while still feeling modern and unique. I avoided making it too complicated because logos need to work across multiple platforms like apparel, social media, and digital content. A clean, bold logo is easier to remember and it's also more versatile. The font choice is a bold sans serif typeface. I chose this because it gives off a strong athletic and modern feel. It's also very readable, which is important for marketing materials. The all caps styling adds intensity and makes the brand feel more powerful and confident. Now to my second design, the banner ad design. This is where a lot of design principles really come into play. One of the biggest principles I used is hierarchy. The headline "Own the Ice" is the first thing you see. It's large, bold, and it's high contrast. This immediately grabs attention and communicates the main message. From there, your eye naturally moves to the supporting text and then the call to action. Book your session today. I also use contrast heavily throughout the design. The bright whites and electric blues stand out against the dark navy background, making everything easy to read and visually engaging. Without that contrast, the design would feel flat and less impactful. Another important principle is balance. The layout places the hockey player on one side and the text on the other, which creates a strong visual structure. It feels dynamic because of the movement in the image, but it's still organized and easy to follow. This keeps the design from feeling cluttered. I also used movement intentionally. The motion blur and skating across and the skating action in the player image help guide your eye across the design and reinforce the idea of speed. This connects directly back to the brand's focus on performance. In terms of design elements, I incorporated things like line, shape, and texture. The sharp angles and graphic shapes in the background are meant to resemble skate cuts on ice, which ties back into hockey. The textures and lighting effects add depth and make the design feel more intense and realistic. For the target audience, I'm focusing on serious hockey players who want to improve their game, whether that's high school, college, or even younger players trying to reach the next level. Everything about the design is meant to appeal to that mindset. It's bold, competitive, and performance driven. It doesn't feel casual. It feels like something built for athletes who are serious about getting better. These design choices help build brand credibility. When someone sees this, it looks like a high end training program, not something amateur. That perception is really important in marketing because it influences whether someone trusts the brand enough to invest in it. Finally, talking about the production and file specs, the print ad was designed as an 8 by 5 by 11-inch layout with full bleed, which means the image extends to the edges of the page. This is standard for professional print design. The resolution would be set to 300 dpi to ensure high quality when printed. The color mode would be CMYK for print, since that's what printers use, while digital versions would use RGB. Going back to the logo, um, it would ideally be created as a vector file, like an SVG or AI file, that allows it to scale to any size without losing quality, which is important for things like apparel, signage, and social media. The banner ad and social media graphics would be exported as PNG or JPEG files depending on the platform, optimized for web use. Overall, every design decision I made, from the colors to the layout to the typography, was focused on clearly communicating the brand's goal, helping hockey players train at a higher level and stand out on the ice. The combination of strong visuals and clear messaging helped create a brand that feels both professional and motivating.